Check, check. Mic check one. Be right back. Mic check one.
Opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us be aware of his presence with us in this game. Amen. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem.
national anthem, we will welcome everyone into Shipyard Park. I'm Torrey Tyson, joined tonight by Dylan Seabuck, older brother of Cameron Seabuck, the center fielder for OCA, and Jessica Warden, the mom of Reed Warden, on the camera for us. So we are ready for our mom and pops coverage of this game against the Oceanside Land Sharks and Strom Thurmond Rebels, a rematch from 4 days ago as the Land Sharks won 6-0, and we look tonight at Strom Thurmond needing to come in here and win not only this first game, but they will need to beat Oceanside in a follow-up game in order to take this pod or whatever. I don't even know what this is called. Dylan, do you know what it's called? I mean, it's like,
I have absolutely no. I believe it's the district championship time.
District championship. I know we're region 8. I don't know what this is. We'll just do that. We'll be safe. Region 8 championship. We'll do that. So Andrew Bowers is taking the mound again as he pitched a gem in game 1 to get us started in these playoffs. We look for a lot of the same, and defensively behind him, his battery mate tonight, Taggart Tyson at catching, Briggs Sullivan at third, Marcus Dusterhouse at short, Andrew Palmer at second, Chase Jarnigan at first, Dylan Dampier in right, Cameron Seabuck in center, and Jackson Sobel in left, with Reed Warden DHing tonight. So that gets us set around the horn, and we will get set as Strom Thurmond sends up their first hitter, Chandler Mims. It's not in order, and here's the first pitch. Oh, hello.
I love it.
Bowers sending a message with the first pitch of the game right over the head. Chandler Mims.
Establishing his zone very early.
He comes right back, swinging
outside,
swinging away, fouling it off for strike one. The weather can't get much better. We're looking at probably 75 with a breeze, and wind is blowing in. It'll be hard to put one out tonight. Bowers hammers one in the outside corner for strike 2. Bowers, one of the flamethrowers of this OCA Land Sharks. Block ball there. They check the swing, no swing. That'll bring up 2-2 count. Bowers and Costa are the hard-throwing righties. As both have touched the magic number of 9-0 this year that they love to see on that radar gun, but both pitch in the upper 80s for the most part. And there's 85 for the punch out. As we get going, and with that, I'll kind of bring in Dylan Seabuck as our little radar gun guy tonight. Bowers will be anywhere from, on a good night. The other night he was 84 to 89. Sometimes his fastball varies a whole lot. And there's that nasty breaking ball way outside called strike 1.
Wow.
Ooh.
We are starting
If
early.
he's calling that a strike, we are in for a long one tonight. Actually, we're in for a short one. Back with 84?
84, yeah.
84.
Hit on the hands. Let's go right back to that way outside curveball.
I know, hey.
Can't touch it.
If the umpire's going to give a foot, let's use it. Oh, foul tipped. We almost had it on the check swing on the high fastball. But
They are not calling foul tip.
What?
Coach McCullough was arguing.
Obviously a foul ball.
I'm not sure what they called there. No,
What in the world is going on here?
It was very clear, actually.
Holy cow. Hey, my goodness.
And I'm not sure.
We're out. This is going to be.
I'm not sure what there is.
I'm going out on a limb and saying it's a really long night for these umpires.
And for us. We're going to have to.
They didn't
keep
hear the
quiet.
foul ball, apparently. going to go out on a limb and say that these 3 umpires don't know what YouTube is, and they're not going to.
They did change it actually for one.
Oh, they did. They did. Well,
I guess there is a first for everything.
All right. Well, so it's 0-2 as the Strom Thurmond coach walks back to third, knowing. Oh man, I got the little spinning sign going. Oh, breaking ball misses up for ball 1. Bowers looking for the second punch out, and there it is with a knee-buckling breaking ball. And that hitter didn't stand a chance right there. And that's Drew Johnson just went down swinging. He'll be the pitcher against us coming up in the next half.
70.
70?
Yeah.
Stepping in now is Ben Jolly. I hear some screaming and yelling from the dugout of OCA. They got a little life, maybe a little too much life. Right now as we go 1-1. Bauer set for the 1-1. Swing and a miss. That ball almost grabbed some rubber from the ground as it almost hit the dirt. That is actually rubber. Bauer set, and there's that curveball again, but correctly called high. So it's 2-2 count here to Ben Jolly, the 3-hole hitter. He smokes one in the gap, and that's going to be extra bases. That's going to get down. It's not going to be extra bases as Seabug cuts it off and gets it in. Well, Dylan, I know if you hit that ball, it would have been in the water.
It no doubt would have been extra bases.
And if I hit that ball, I'd have been on third right there. But that run, he's on first.
We're not hitting the ball.
Or running. So that'll give us a runner on first in Ben Jolly and bring up Ethan Bates, the catcher.
You got it, Bowers, right here, babe.
Strike 1. I missed it. What do you got? Another.
That one was a bit inside.
Another big call over there. A little pick over to first and no action. So you're saying he's giving both sides of the plate?
Seems like it so far. As most umpires do at this age.
And there's Tyson picking. Oh, couldn't quite get the hand back in there. Tyson picks off Ben Jolly from first, but umpire at first said he got his hand slid around the backside. Jarnigan, the first baseman, complaining profusely, but from here it did look like he snuck on the backside.
I do think, yeah, I think that was the right call.
And it doesn't matter. Bowers puts 88 right by him to end the inning. So that'll do it. It'll be no runs on 1 hit for the Rebels, and we'll be right back to see if the Land Sharks can get off the snide. Welcome back as we get started with Cameron Seabuck stepping in for the Land Sharks.
There you go, 2.
So Drew Johnson is the pitcher of record for the Strom Thurmond Rebels, and he's supposed to be a flamethrower. Foul ball. Cameron got lucky right there.
Yeah, I think he actually would have been tossed that time.
He tried to check his swing right there, and luckily scooted foul before the catcher grabbed it. A quick strike on Seabuck.
80 on that fastball compared to the last pitcher.
All we've heard about Drew Johnson was 88 to 90, and he was a dude.
About 10 miles off right there.
Fastball, curveball, changeup, and sliders, what I hear. We'll see how it develops tonight. There's that curveball, not doing much there, not much break, but.
Wear it.
Oh.
We got ice. Come on.
Everybody wanting Seabuck to wear that, including his brother. He's not quite as thick, though. It might hurt more. And he chases up and away for strike 2. Cameron's been pretty steady Eddie for us this year, and
81 there.
So he's low 80s right now, and
early in the game though.
We'll see if he settles in. Man, the curveball up, called a ball as everyone holds their breath here.
You never know.
You don't ever know, but that was definitely right down the middle, but high. So the 3-2. Cameron takes ball 4. Good AB to start things off, and
not
Dylan,
the batter you want to walk.
There you go. Go ahead and brag about him real quick.
Number 14.
He's pretty fast.
That's all you can give him?
Yeah, that's all he's going to get out of me.
All right. So, yes, Seabuck is pretty fast. We failed to note that Cameron is a Coastal Carolina commit at first base, can absolutely fly. Bringing in a College of Charleston commit, Jackson Sobel. Cameron already off and running. Sobel swings. Oh, we got a hose there, but not in time. Under the bag. Catcher not happy with his shortstop for being late to the bag, and he can talk to the Land Sharks catcher about that, and they can share some stories. These high school infielders don't understand. They have to give up some ground in order to get there in time to make a play, and he might have cost his catcher an opportunity.
That would have been a bang, yeah.
That was a great throw, right on the money. So now Jackson is hitting with a man on second.
It's a pretty familiar situation for the Land Sharks here.
It seems to happen every stinking game. And we have been pushing them across lately. We keep talking about not pushing them across, but the Land Sharks have done a good job in the last few games of these playoff games. So that's ball 1 to Sobel, and I have a 1 and 2. Is it 1 and 1?
I thought it was.
We'll go back. We'll match the scoreboard here, hoping they're better than I am. So 1-1 count to Sobel. A big hole on the right side, and he takes a changeup right on the corner, I guess, and scoreboard was correct. That was his first changeup of the night. Did you get that one? Or?
Did not pick up on the radar.
And there's a second changeup and a chopper, and Seabuck is out at third. And Cameron will have to. We just worked on this in practice yesterday or day before. We just did base running at second base, and his hesitation, which is exactly what we talked about, when you hesitate in baseball, just don't go. He hesitated, and that's what cost him. So that's going to erase Sobel and bring up 3-hole hitter Taggart Tyson. Tyson steps in. He's the Land Sharks catcher, University of Louisville commit. He takes the first breaking ball high for ball 1.
So far, I like the consistency from this umpire, though, laying off, calling the high breaking ball for a strike that drops in at the end.
Well, the one a foot outside and inside is the one that scares me.
And there you go, right on cue there.
Oh, gosh, this is terrible.
That was Ross.
That was low too.
Right outside
Like,
trying.
unbelievable. Yeah, they pick over, nothing doing there. Sobel, not much speed. He's more of the pitcher and hitter. Tyson digging in, waiting the 1-1 from Drew Johnson. A changeup on the inside edge, we'll call it.
Solid break on there.
So now Tyson gets into his 2-strike stance. Drew Johnson so far has thrown a lot of junk. There's a fastball called a strike a minute ago.
About the same place. Yeah.
And here we're set for the 2-2. And I hope Tagger protects that zone because it's big. And he does.
And it's
slicing into his center, but nice play by the center fielder. He won't be able to get Sobel. So good piece of hitting with 2 strikes by Tyson. But that's going to be the second out of the inning.
Jarnigan.
And it brings in Chase Jarnigan. Jarnigan, another College of Charleston commit. He's like Sobel, hoping to two-way, but they're both very good left-handed pitchers, and that's what they were signed for. And I'll tell you what, anyone can be a good pitcher if they're going to use a 42-inch plate instead of 17. Wow. Oh, boy.
That was the worst one of the night so far.
Sobel off and running on a changeup.
Wow.
Almost slides past the bag.
He does not steal often.
So we got a stolen base for Jackson Sobel. That's a rare commodity to put himself in scoring position. Now we just need Jarnigan to yank one down the line. It might take a triple to score Jackson from second.
You said it, not me.
Chase could do it too. Johnson set and the delivery to Jarnigan. And another changeup. Just loves his changeup so far. I heard he's slider fastball to lefties, curveball fastball to righties. So far he's loved the changeup to both righties and lefties. And there he goes, shifting the ball in his hand behind him. And 84.
Starting to pick it up.
Missing away. So it's 1-2.
Missing just away for this umpire.
Yes. I'm going to go down and talk to him in between innings. We can't have this for 2 games. I'm going to go see if I can scare him. Jarnigan hits a chopper to second. First baseman vacates. Johnson's a good athlete. He gets over it.
Yeah.
Calls him safe at
first. Happy, but from this angle.
And we're going to get another 20-minute break while the coaches come out and argue. Because I do think he got it. That was a great play by the pitcher to get over there. I don't know.
You think he got him?
I do.
I don't think so.
But I don't know what in the world the first baseman's doing vacating on that chopper. That's an easy play if he just stays home. Well, we'll see if it comes back to hurt these Rebels. We will definitely take it. So that brings in Andrew Bowers with a chance to give himself some breathing room. Left fielder very deep, as Andrew swung the bat really well the other night against this same team, and he pops up the first curveball to the pitcher. And he calls it, and everybody just gets out of his way, and that'll do it. So no runs for these Land Sharks on 1 hit, and we'll be right back for the top of the second. That was just the Oceanside Land Shark swimming team that just won the 3-8 state championship. So we'll be right back as they take some photo ops, and we'll wait for them to get off the field, and we'll be right back.
He rides it.
And there it is. Our second out of the inning. Apologies, as thank you to whoever's texting everybody around here saying, hey, there's no audio.
Nice.
As we were saying, Bowers cruising right along.
Setting up for a good pitch count inning here, if he can retire this batter.
Ooh, getting ahead of yourself a little bit, but I like it. Bowers. Wow. In his history, he has shown that once he gets in a groove, once he gets that confidence, he can just take over a game. So he looks to have it today as he puts another mid-80 fastball right by Dallas hit. And yet another one, replay, and that one's at 88 as Andrew is sneaking up the velocity ladder. I'm sure he'll ask us after the game, what'd you have me at? What'd you have me at? I'll be like, all I want to say is there's no walks, Andrew, and we won. And there it is. Bowers continues to dominate here in the playoffs, and he takes these Land Sharks into the bottom of the second, a scoreless game. We'll be right back. Oh, my goodness. The Land Sharks have hit 2 balls right on the nose. To no avail. 2 outs as we welcome in Andrew Palmer. Palmer chasing the first pitch for strike 1.
Only have him at high 70s.
Wow. Well, he's pounding the strike zone. I mean, even if the umpire's giving him some. And Palmer hits a tapper of the middle, and they're going to get him at first in a bang-bang play. So that's going to do it for the Land Sharks in a quick 1-2-3 inning where they did hit 2 balls hard, but to no avail. We now move on to the 3rd inning with Land Shark baseball. Welcome back to the top of the 3rd inning here at Shipyard Park as the Land Sharks and Rebels are still in a scoreless tie in the first of hopefully only 1 game, but possibly 2. As Andrew Bowers takes the bump again and has been cruising along thus far, but he is facing Devin Williams now, and he first pitch hacks, and that's trouble as Dampier is fighting the heck out of a tough son, and he makes the play. Ugly but effective. And this sun is very tough here as it goes down. And just in a few minutes, it's going to get tough to hit as well as the shadows come in between the hitter and the pitcher and make it very difficult to see spin. But we've got 1 out thanks to the battling of Dylan Baker there. And a first pitch swinging again.
There you go, Wade. Chase it on again.
Now hitting the 9-hole hitter, James Creasy.
Chasing that one in the dirt.
And here's the 0-2. Let's see if he breaks out the nasty hammer. He does. See ya. And that's 2 outs. That's going to flip the lineup back over to Chandler Mims.
Struck out in his first at bat. I've forgotten.
We've got a out.
Come on! Yeah, he's out. Come on!
I'm not sure what's happening.
What are they doing?
Seriously.
Just trying to sneak back.
They're trying to,
yeah.
they just told the hitter, hey, just go down there. Go down there.
It's the worst that can happen.
I don't know.
With these umpires,
I'm at an absolute loss for this. So we're set here, and Andrew can, if he can just flip in a curveball whenever he wants, these guys might as well jump on the bus.
Wow. Yeah, that was a great pitch.
And there it is again.
It's going to be a long night if you can keep locating that one.
There's no reason to not do it again. put this one a little bit, about a foot off the plate, and let the umpire say, "See ya!"
His job.
There it is. See ya! And that's 3 quick curveballs.
I believe that one was actually a strike too. I don't know.
I think so
what he's
too.
arguing there.
And that's going to do it. A quick top of the third.
Oh.
And we'll be right back with more Land Shark baseball. Welcome back to Land Shark Baseball, and Reed Warden, the DH, steps in to lead things off. Warden hacks at the first pitch, hits it on the nose, but right at the shortstop and flipped over for the first out. We're having a very, very quick game thus far as everybody's being aggressive. Hitting the ball right at people from both sides, really, both teams. When the Rebels actually put it in play. So we flip things back to the top of the order with Cameron Seabuck. Cameron hacking away first pitch with a check swing last time. Let's see if he's hacking away. He gets jammed, perfectly placed in front of the right fielder, and crazy legs. Easy, dude. You're going to steal second in a second anyway. What the heck's he thinking over there?
I thought he was going to go for
I did too. Oh my, he might break a leg stopping right there. So Cameron Seabuck lays into one off the fists, and we'll take it. Giving Jackson Sobel a huge right side here with the first baseman holding on Seabuck. It won't be long as they pick over. He easily gets back.
I think the pickoff's just for show.
Well, it's
keep him honest.
I would just pick like 10 times. And there's a pitch about 7-8 inches off the plate for strike one.
It's 2 balls off. Come on.
Maybe 3.
Somebody yelled 2 balls off. I'd say maybe a little further. I agree. And back easily. Pitcher Drew Johnson quick to the plate, and Ethan Bates has a good arm. Like we said last time, there's the lead. He got about a foot bigger there, maybe a foot and a half, and he's off. Pitch out. They hose him, and still not in time. You just can't get him, you know? These guys are just too fast.
Has he been cut ceiling this year?
I don't know. I think he has, but I'm sure. I think he's in the 20s though. We'll have to figure that out before his next at bat and toot his horn a little bit, as Sobel is in a similar situation as the first inning, but now there's 1 out. So
let's bring him in this time.
Jockeying at second. Sobel hits a fly ball to left. That wind is pushing in. That's going to be trouble. Yeah. It is. It falls in, and Seabuck with a great read. Great base running on that play. As Jackson will think the wind with that. 1 out. RBI double. I knew right when that was hit, the way the wind's blowing about 80 miles an hour in, that was not going to get to the left field. Their shortstop made a great play to get all the way over there, just couldn't basket catch it. So that's going to bring in Taggart Tyson. The wind, like we said, is howling in, and there is no chance of anyone leaving the park tonight. Tyson hits one down the right field line, and that's right. The wind might do it again. Nope, pushed it foul.
Barely. And that ball started looking like it was right to the right fielder and ended up foul.
These routine fly balls are becoming a little bit difficult, and you'd think the outfielders would move in. I know the center fielder and right fielder have. Left fielder's still pretty deep.
After getting burnt on that last one, that's a surprising call.
Well, you can't be that deep with a left-handed hitter. That's the opposite field side. I mean, so Tyson back, awaiting the 0-1 as we wait for sign after sign after sign, and Tyson calls time. Wind is still howling into the mic. I hear the wind more than you. And there's a chopper to the short. Jackson will move over, and Tyson will be thrown out at first for the second out of the inning. And that's going to bring up 4-hole Chase Jarnigan. So we're hoping for, if Jarnigan can't come through with something, now that Sobel's on third, maybe a wild pitch, an error, something.
Take anything.
Error.
I knew he was going to do it. Way outside.
That's the
worst one of the night.
Oh, God. It's just getting worse.
It really is.
Oh, dear. Tapper back to the mound on that changeup, and that will do it as the Oceanside Land Sharks leave another runner on third base. We'll be right back.
There were no errors and one runner left on.
Although they do plate one. We'll be back with more Land Shark baseball. We're back now for the top of the fourth inning, and number 2 hitter, pitcher Drew Johnson, about to face Andrew Bowers here, as Bowers is cruising along with 7 Ks through the first 3 innings. His first pitch is fouled off late to the right. get set and ready to roll, as this is going to be a very quick game with this zone. Now that we have the lead, hopefully everything's still a strike. Oh, there's a check swing on a nasty breaking ball. He definitely, well,
I think he went.
I think he went, but he actually has a better angle than us. So we'll give the first base umpire the benefit of the doubt. And there's no doubting that. That's 84 run on the corner. Actual corner.
That was a real strike, yep.
Real strike. And it looks like Tyson and Bowers are coming in. If I were them, I'd just go away and about a foot to a foot and a half away. Although Bowers would just rip off a breaking ball and see you later. That's another punch out, his 8th punch out of the day.
Baseman number 10,
Ben Jolly stepping in. Jolly, the third baseman for this Strom Thurmond team. And Bowers has that breaking ball and flicks it over for 74-mile-an-hour strike. And another one. Only 2 balls inside.
We'll take it.
We've seen him call way worse. And hopefully with this pitch, we'll see another horrible call. We can't get that one.
I think if it wouldn't have bounced at the last second, we'd have gotten it. But that one was about 4 balls outside.
Ooh, little chin music there at 88. But Bowers has now ran the count, I believe full, but it says 2-2, so we'll go 2-2. Jolly gets a piece of the 85-mile-an-hour offering from Bowers. I usually yell at Tyson and Bowers for going to that breaking ball with a 2-2 count, but the way he's throwing it tonight, I think he's got a pretty good feel for it, but he just blows him away with some high cheese for his 9th strikeout. Jolly's first strikeout, and
catcher number 7, Ethan Bates.
as Bowers looking ahead has Dallas Hitt and Devin Williams later, hopefully next inning, to complete the K of everyone on the team. First pitch hacking off catcher's forearm, foul ball. See if he's as tough as his old man. Shake it off. Tall order. So we've got Ethan Bates here, the Strom Thurmond catcher, at the plate. They got some well-built high school players here that look like they can hit the ball a mile. But Bowers is not letting them hit it. There's a jam sandwich off the fists of Bates. And quickly to 0-2 as Bowers looks for double-digit punch-outs here in the 4th inning. Woo-wee.
Bates threw a little smirk after that foul ball. I would love to see him strike out right here.
That's so fun to see. Yeah, didn't he get a little stare there? A little breaking ball. He ripped that one off. Bounce in front of the plate, though. So we'll do it again. Bauer set. Looking for number 10. A chopper to third. Sullivan fields it, throws it, and scooped by Jarnigan at third for the third out. No runs on no hits. We'll be right back with more Land Shark baseball. Welcome back to Land Shark Baseball, and pitcher Andrew Bowers stepping in to try and help himself. He's swinging first pitch again and fouls it straight back. These Land Sharks are not waiting around as they're hacking away off of Drew Johnson. Drew has just been working quick, steady Eddie. A little bit of a quick pitch there, but we'll do it again. Curveball in the dirt for ball one. Fouled off to the right for strike two. Bowers on the mound has 9 punch-outs through 4 innings. He's only allowed 1 hit. And he hits a dribbler up the middle. It's going to be a tough play, and he beats it out. I always love those with 2 strikes because I was basically running as I hit the ball. He was reaching so far. You could tell Andrew was not going to let this umpire take the bat out of his hands.
First base number 4, Reese Purcell.
Reese Purcell running for Bowers, courtesy running at first base. Reese with good speed, but we've already seen that this catcher, Ethan Bates, has already come close to throwing out. The closest thing we have to Jesus stealing. And so I don't think it would be wise to push the envelope here. I would let Sullivan hit. We'll see what head coach Richie Sullivan does. Fouled straight back as the Land Sharks continue to hack away at first pitch. Purcell with his lead at first. Good size lead. No action. A little mock pitch out. As Drew Johnson's very quick to the plate on those pitch outs. A little too quick where the runner can see it and shut it down. Got to give them a legit look where they might keep running. Sullivan ready and pick over to first. Will delay us by a little bit. Dylan, I was watching these Strom Thurmond Rebels play their home game this Saturday that they had to win to get here. There's a I don't even know what to say.
That one just cut you off. It's not bad.
I know. I guess you got to get hit to have it be a ball. I don't get it. But 1-2 count.
Line drive. Check the top of the ball.
And the same exact same pitch. Ball. But these, I was watching they've got a streaming feed too. And it's like 10 times better than ours.
Oh.
It's awesome. So I'm gonna hopefully we beat them and then I can email them and find out how they did it all. Change up. Misses inside. Ball 5. And foul ball. Staying alive. Purcell's still at first. It's one of those things where we don't want to complain too much because we're up 1-0, so we want the big zone. But it's a little bit ridiculous to try and hit like this.
And these are playoff umpires too. So
I know.
This is the best they have to offer.
No, this is Briggs. It's a sky-high ball to left. Hopefully the wind pushes it out of play, and it doesn't. Stays in play and caught for the first out. Strom Thurmond fans go crazy as he catches a routine fly ball for the first out. Bringing up Dylan Dampier. Dampier hit one right on the screws, his last AB, but lined out to the left fielder. Purcell taking that same lead. Pick over again, he's back easily. If Dampier can start swinging it the way we know he can, he hits he'll take that. Little base knock through the 6 hole. Hopefully that gets him off the schneid and rolling. I was going to say, if Dylan starts hitting, this lineup's really scary. 1 to 9, they got guys that can hurt you. Nobody else in the state, from what I've seen, has that. So we've got runners on first and second. And 1 out. We'll have a visit from the catcher, Ethan Bates, to pitcher, Drew Johnson. They're probably complaining about one of the strike calls and walking back.
Yeah, as you were saying, if Dampier starts picking up the bat with Costa coming back off injury, Bauer's really dialing it in here recently, the Landsharks have all the pieces to make a run.
They really do, and you bring up a good point. With Costa coming back, it just changes everything. And then, like we said, we're not used to getting more than 2 innings out of Bowers, and he's here in the 5th, coming back out for the 5th for the second straight game. Palmer smokes one at short. Nice little play. That's going to be a double play to end the inning.
Probably the hardest hit ball of the night.
That was smoked. So, unfortunately, no runs on a couple hits. We'll be right back with more Landshark baseball. Quickly back here as Bowers misses outside for ball 1. Oh, we got a little action from Strom Thurmond, a little energy from their dugout as Bowers goes 2-0 for the first time in a week on somebody. We got the softball chants going. Strike 1.
Come on, boy. Throw it in there, Bauer.
Now we got some Oceanside parents getting fired up. I like it. And a chopper to second. Palmer cuts it off, makes the play. And that'll do it for the leadoff man here in the top of the 5th.
hitter number 16, Cockrell.
Lakin Cockrell stepping in for his second at-bat of the game as he punched out in his first trip. Bauer is looking to hand him another one, and he yanks the first fastball, 83, off the plate. Curveball for a strike. Like I said, if Andrew's feeling good enough to throw that 1-0 curveball in for a strike, he is definitely in the driver's seat. Until he throws a fastball like that and hits the mascot. It's one of those where you just tell him to flush it and move on. And the 2-1, 84 right by him. So what do you think here? Does he hump up and blow him away, or drop that hammer?
I think we're going to see a fastball.
I'd like to see 88 up in the zone. 85 up in the zone. See you later.
Still does the trick.
And that's the 10th for Bowers.
Just dealing on the mound today.
Right fielder number 6, Dallas Hitt.
This is Dallas Hitt, one of the 2 Rebels that Andrew has yet to put in his book today, as Dallas Hitt is at the plate right now, and Devin Williams, the only other Rebel that has not struck out, awaits on deck. Dallas fouls off his first pitch. Oh, you've got a K for Devin already. Uh-oh, I'll have to look this up. We'll get back to you on that, but we are sure that he's got 10 punch-outs.
Yeah.
And another foul ball. So Bauer's just 1 strike away from a possible 11 punch-outs through 5 innings. And it's a ball.
It's a risky take with this umpire.
Everything's a risky take.
That's true.
Man. Tapper foul. I have hit with a game changer, has hit with a strikeout already. So I may have given, I think I gave a strikeout to Cockrell. That's not fair. Regardless, we're set for our 11th punch out right here, and he misses low, as you can kind of see half the, you see the whole like defense start running off right there. It might have been a little down though. And he comes back with it. Taggart can't catch it. Tyson fields it, throws him out at first to end the inning though. So that will be the 11th punch out. And we will be right back with a 1-0 Land Shark lead going into the bottom of the 5th inning. We're back, bottom of the 5th inning at Shipyard Park here, and Reed Warden steps in, the DH. And I mean, you know how hard it is to fit one. Now that these outfielders came in so shallow,
still finds it.
To hit a ball that hard and sneak it in between the right fielder and second baseman is very impressive. So Warden jumps on the first pitch, and there's a base runner. Warden, one of the fastest guys on this team. He's a guard on the OCA basketball team. We'll see if he puts the quick feet to work. He is one of the few that can. Oh, and Cameron jams one, and that's just foul. Foul.
I think it was right.
Oh, like just foul, and
that would have been
that would have been interesting with the two fastest guys on our team running around.
Definitely second and third.
Easily, yeah. Well, and you know, with these outfielders so shallow, now a line drive could be an inside the park home run, and you might have to eat your words that Cameron will never have a home run.
That doesn't count.
Diving back and crawling back is Warden. Seabuck awaits the Johnson delivery, and it's a curveball.
Yeah, it's just not a strike.
Inside, called strike 2.
Just a consistently bad umpire for both teams.
Yep. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked nicely. Cannot advance. See if Cameron can do something here with 2 strikes. Change up in the dirt. A diving block. Cameron seems to be seeing the off speed pretty quickly out of Johnson's hands, so hopefully that translates into a good piece of hitting. And smokes it right by the third baseman. There's no jammed about that. That red, white, and blue bomb pop creamed that ball. You remember those? Did you ever get bomb pops at
Oh, yeah.
the ice cream man? Are you too young for that?
No, yeah. I was more of a SpongeBob guy, though.
Jackson Sobel steps in, and Jackson seems to be hitting with people in scoring position every single time up, as does Taggart Tyson on deck.
And open it up right here. Come on.
So this is exactly what these Land Sharks want. They've got the best speed they could possibly have on the bases in the lineup and the best hitter in the lineup at the plate. And he bunts.
Wow.
Foul. Your dad's over there proud as heck of himself for calling bunt.
Well, when he calls it almost every at-bat, he's going to get it right sometimes.
And then, yeah, well, that's like me in the home run call. When the wind's blowing out, I'll talk about it every time before they hit, just in case. And then I can be like, I called it.
That one.
He's bragging about calling the bunt. And Jackson is not choked up on the bat this time, and he takes strike 2 on the white line. That's only 2 balls off. So, honestly, it's not, like, horrible. It's bad. It's just bad. Catcher sets up off the plate. And Jackson slices on the left to see if it can fall. And he dives and misses it. They're going to be running for days.
That's going to score Seabuck.
Oh, we're going to see Seabuck score easy. And Jackson is... Oh, baby. So Jackson is going to come through. RBI, 2 RBI, triple to left field with no outs. as I called. That's why you don't bunt. You get 2 runs instead of 1, and we're not done.
Yeah, I've never been
Three-hole hitter, Tagger Tyson.
Never been a fan of bunting.
Well, that's why. Tyson takes that little slider in the dirt for ball 1. He saw that. I thought he'd be a little overly anxious after that last triple. I thought he'd come out swinging out of his shoes, trying to go deep. As if he does hit one to right, he could be running for days. And he hits one to right, out of play though. That right fielder, very shallow and rightedly so. Center fielder shallow as well. Left fielder, a little bit more honest, but I don't see much getting over these guys' heads. I'm hoping for a line drive that scoots by them. There's a chopper ground ball up the middle for a base hit RBI for Tagger Tyson, and it kicks through the outfielders, and he heads up base running, moves on to second.
Got through both of them.
So that'll be an RBI single and an error. The error on the right fielder will move Tyson to second, and he will be quickly pinch ran for by number 7, Josh Lewis.
And with the way Bowers is pitching right now, this game is getting out of hand quick for Strom Thurmond.
It is. You think, I mean, you got to think. I don't want to jinx anything, but you got to think that's enough runs for Andrew the way he's throwing.
Good eye, baby. Good eye, Chase.
Strom Thurmond doesn't have anybody up in the pen, so this is Johnson's game.
If I was a coach, I think I would have called a mound visit right there, though, personally. Settle him down.
Well, Jarnigan's job here is just to hit the ball to the right side and move Lewis over as they go outside, way outside, too far outside.
They got 13 going to the pen.
Strom Thurmond on cue are sending number 13 Will Loge out. What do you think? There's a strike, just 3 balls off to Jarnigan. The 2-1 on the way. Way outside. Too far for even this umpire. We're mean. I think we're just mean. I mean, he earns it.
I mean, we don't start mean.
We just finish it. And there it is.
Oh my God. Literally, and that's why. And that's why we're mean, though. Yeah, I mean,
Come on, man.
that's just a terrible call.
Unbelievable.
That was the same pitch he threw the last 2 times.
It's more than a foot outside.
Stand on the other side.
That is
Come
insane.
on.
Oh my gosh. Like I said, we got the lead, so we can't complain. And
we'll take that.
show up the middle. We'll see if Lewis can score, and Richie is sending him, and he slams on the brakes, and he's back under the tag. And Jarnigan thinking about going to second, as no one's paying attention. If you pay attention to Jarnigan at first, thinking about sneaking to second. Watch this. He does not do it. Jarnigan, a heads up play there. Comes through with the single. And now we'll get a visit from the Strom Thurmond head coach.
Say something, I'm giving up.
I'll probably get copyrighted while the song blazing in the background.
This
but
one will definitely get copyrighted.
yeah. How's our softball team doing there? We're losing 2-0 in the bottom of the third to Lakewood women's softball. They are leaving Johnson in. Quick visit. And stepping in is Andrew Bowers, player of the game so far. He could solidify things with a sac fly or really putting anything in play. Here's
I'm not even sure he needs it.
If OCA can push across this 5th run, I'm breathing much easier.
Attack the top of the ball. Come on.
And he hits a pop-up out of play.
Don't worry about it, Bowers. I'm here.
We'll see if Richie McCullough, he does. He puts Chase in motion, and a bunt is going to roll foul. We had a little mix-up of signs as Jarnigan was supposed to steal and Bowers not supposed to bunt. So a little sign mix-up. We are only on game 28. I don't. Richie, head coach Richie, thinks his signs are super easy, but these 18, 19 guys are struggling with them. And there goes Jarnigan again, and Bowers flares one to right, and Jarnigan's going to have to hustle back, but that's going to be deep enough to tag and score. Lewis, good arm from right field, but no action as the catcher comes up and cuts it off. Not sure
what he was thinking there, but that would have been a play at the plate.
I'm not sure why they didn't try and make the play at the plate, but
we'll take it. Bring the score to 5-0.
That's the big part. So Bowers delivers the sac fly RBI to right, and we've got a 5-0 lead here with Bowers in cruise control on the mound. Briggs Sullivan steps in to try and add on to this Landshark lead. Jarnigan a big lead, and he does not go, and that almost hits Briggs in the elbow.
This one not called a strike.
Called a strike. Just kidding. Jarnigan, man, getting such a good lead over there. He's not going again. Oh, and that ball's hit right in the 6th hole for Briggs. There's Sullivan with a knock to take it to first and
waving to the
second.
bullpen now.
Bullpen scrambling.
And
as they've got the lefty going down there.
I think they're buying the
They're buying time. They're trying to get this guy.
I don't think he will throw another one.
Loose as quickly as possible. As we rock some Beastie Boys Brass Monkey in the background. And Dylan Dampier steps in for his 3rd at bat of the day, with runners on 1st and 2nd and 1 out.
11 hits for the Landsharks now. Our bats really came alive here this inning.
It's good to see. Good time to start hitting in the playoffs and pitching. Strike one. These Landsharks have killed themselves with base running and defense, but if Bauer strikes out 12 every game, the defense should be fine. Dampier ready for his 0-1, and he hits a dribbler to short. It's spinning, and that's going to be an unassisted double play. 6-3 to end the inning. Landsharks get 1 run.
Shortstop down.
We've got an injury, but we're going to go ahead and move on to the next inning and clear things up. So we'll be right back with more Landshark baseball. Welcome back as Devon Williams steps in for the Strom Thurmond Rebels. Fun fact about Devon here, and he is the only Rebel to not strike out today, and he smokes one right at Seabuck Center. I would actually rather have that than a strikeout. I'll take the one pitch out, save the pitching, rack it up for next round.
And Strom Thurmond quickly down to their last 5 outs of the game.
5 to go. We're counting outs now. James Creasy just misses his elbow. Ball 1. And he smokes Creasy. That's going to leave a mark. Oh, he's walking towards him.
Wow. That's crazy. He would have not won that. He would not have won that battle. He is not a very big human.
Creasy running about $120.
Bauer's a very strong guy.
Walks 3 steps towards 6'2", 210-pound Bowers. 6'3", I'm corrected.
That would not have ended well for him.
I think there's one thing we know for sure, and these Land Sharks outsize just about everyone they play. But that was
funny.
It was a little ill-advised.
Yeah.
You got him tagged back, Nicky.
And now we got moms mad. And when we get moms yelling at each other, it's go time. Oh, and Tagger tries to frame that and pulls it, and that'll be a pass ball. And I guarantee it's a strike if he catches it.
No doubt.
It was only like 3 balls off. As the Oceanside bench yells to the umpire and asks if that was a strike. Bauer set and fires. Chopper to short, and Dusterhouse fields it across, and that'll be an error on Dusterhouse. And we're coming home. Well, we're going to take the out, though. So that run will score on the error by Dusterhouse, but just a bad base running error as he rounds first and erases himself. And nice play by Jarnigan to get that ball and hustle back.
Yeah. At this point in the game, we'll trade that out for a run.
We will trade the out for a run. That kind of ruins Bauer's shutout, but we're just looking for the win at this point. There's a curveball right down central for strike 1. As the bases are cleared now, and it's a 5-1 Land Shark lead. Another curveball, check swing. No, he did not go. And a 1-1 count. Bauer's working quickly. 87, lined right at Dampier and right, and he trips and catches it. We'll take it as things get a little bit heated here. The Rebels do push across 1 on a pass ball and an error. That'll be unearned as the Land Sharks are up 5-1, coming to the bottom of the 6th. Welcome back to the bottom of the 6th inning as freshman Andrew Palmer steps in. Palmer hit one right on the screws last at bat to the shortstop. He made a nasty little play on a spinning line drive and turn 2, and he's hacking and misses for strike 1. Johnson working quickly. Palmer swinging it, strike 2. That was way outside, but
100% would have been called a strike. Wasn't that
probably.
far outside.
If you watch how quickly Johnson's working here,
yeah, I was noticing that.
There's not even a hand on the bat, and this umpire is
letting him go.
Not going to give him time. As I said, he steps out. Pitcher not giving him enough time. Ball outside. And I think, this is definitely part of his game. Johnson working quickly, trying to quick pitch.
Takes his time on that one.
Palmer smokes one in the right field gap. He's got 3. They get there quickly, and he is going to go for third, and he's going to be in there easily as they mishandle the exchange, and Palmer is jacked. He is jacked up right there after 0-2 triple into the right field corner for the young man. So Palmer setting the table for Mr. Clutch, Reed Warden. The few times Warden has been up in this situation this year, it's been with the game on the line or losing, and Reed has delivered every time. And I'm not exaggerating, every time. I get a nasty glare as no one wants me to jinx anything, but I feel extremely confident right now. Warden ahead, 1-0. And he's ahead 2-0 after that breaking ball misses outside. Shadows creeping across, as we mentioned earlier. Tough to pick up spin on the ball. It'll be even worse next inning, hopefully. And there's a ground ball to short, and that will do it as Reed Warden comes through again with the RBI ground out to short. Great job by Warden to get that run back the Land Sharks gave away last inning. And that'll bring up Cameron Seabuck. What does Cameron have today? Like 6 hits? 7?
I think he's 2 for 2 with a walk.
You hear the parents oohing and awing when a curveball almost hits an elbow and it's not called a strike. Cameron, another base hit up the middle.
And I don't think he'll be there for more than 2 pitches.
We have 1 out, and Jackson Sobel hitting.
Number 14, Jackson Sobel.
As we said last time Sobel came up, he's had Cameron on second or every at bat, and I got a sneaky feeling that they're going to call some sort of pitch out here, trying to get Seabuck. They're handing it over to the lefty, so if they bring in who is warming up down in the pen here. And that is going to do it for Drew Johnson. We'll look up Drew's stats, as this is a very tough lineup to face in these Land Sharks, and we'll close the book on Drew Johnson at 5.1 innings, 12 hits, 6 earned runs, 1 walk in, like I said, no punch outs.
Not a great day at the office.
The Land Sharks have done a heck of a job at the plate today as hitting coach Tony Osterman repeating over and over all year, we got to do a better job, situational hitting. We got to do a better job, okay, guys? And they finally did it. We got to do a better job with 2 strikes. Can't be, okay? Can't be taking pitches with 2 strikes. Can't do it. And we just had Tony on. I don't know if you heard that. I hope he doesn't listen. I hope there's nobody listening to tell him. That's the first time I've ever tried to imitate my man, Tony Osterman. But we will see as number 13, Will Lague. I don't know. L-O-G-U-E.
I'm not sure.
Lague. I don't know. Is warming up. And these Land Sharks will be ready for this lefty in just a minute. We'll take a quick break and let him warm up without the Boston Red Sox Sweet Caroline playing in the background. Oh, he's ready to go. He doesn't need all the warm-up pitches, so we'll stay right here. And we'll put Jackson Sobel up at the plate. As I mentioned, the lefty-lefty matchup. I don't know if this was one of the lefties we saw the other night. Remember that one lefty that was pretty soft thrown, but a pretty good curveball? This might be him.
I think, yeah, I believe it is.
You know, soft throwing lefties have killed the Land Sharks in the past. Thankfully, we got a little cushion here. Land Sharks ruining their 6-0 playoff streak, winning both of their first 2 games 6-0. This game 6-1 with only 3 outs needed to shut things down. And there's a fastball that doesn't register on the sundial for strike 1. Sobel with that big right side as the first baseman holding on Seabuck. Seabuck doesn't go. Sobel, pop up. That's going to be a pop-up to short. Left fielder coming in hard. It might end up, yep. I was kind of hoping for a little miscommunication and let it drop, but no action there. 69-mile-an-hour heater there. So Taggart Tyson steps in with 2 outs. This is where Seabuck is just going to have to pick a pitch and go. I'm going to tell you right now that if he just goes first movement, there is no possible way, if he does get picked off, that first baseman throws him out at second. And he's gone, and that's not even close. And he could get up and go to he is going to get up and go to third. I was kind of hoping that center fielder would chuck it into the dugout and let him come all the way around. But now, Seabuck's at third instead of first. Tyson did a nice job of taking that pitch neck high to allow Seabuck to steal, and I look up and see, not shockingly, it was called a strike.
I did not even realize
Can you believe it? And there's another super high curveball. Tyson chasing it. I don't know what he's thinking there. That's one of those, he's like, oh, it's like slow pitch softball. I've got to swing. No. So the 0-2 to Tyson. Tyson hitless on the day. He's been tremendous in the playoffs thus far. And he smokes one in the left field. Oh, that wind just killed it right at him. So good piece of hitting, but to no avail as we roll into the top of the 7th with a 6-1 Land Shark lead. Dylan, here we go, man. Last inning. If everything goes as planned. Bauer's missing with the first pitch. Who's up? What do we got? What number is that?
I think this is.
This looks like
Ben Jolly.
Is it the 3-hole hitter?
It sure is.
Ben Jolly.
One of 2 hits tonight for Strom Thurmond. We have a mound visit.
Probably a pitch count issue. As we'll check Game Changer here, and what do you say? 72 pitches. So he's just trying to keep Andrew eligible for the Saturday game. So he's got to keep him under 75 pitches in order to be eligible for the Saturday game.
No. Wouldn't that would be 4 days rest?
Yeah, I think it's 4 days.
That would be his 5th day. That Saturday.
No, so it's 5 days rest in high school.
Okay.
Yeah. High school does all kinds of things weird. And there's strike 2. I'm sorry, 2-1. One of those was a ball.
That'll be pitch 73.
Yes, sir.
70.
Another fastball right down central.
Going for that last
86.
strikeout.
He does need another punch out. He's only got 11 punch outs on the day. He yells at himself, a little self-talk as he misses low with that heater. Patson fires. There's 85 for his 12th punch out as he gets Ben Jolly for the second time.
Now batting number 7, Ethan Bates.
Bowers at 73 pitches. Breaking ball misses way up. And a pop-up to center for the second out. That's going to bring in first baseman Levi Taylor.
Now batting number 17, Levi Taylor.
Levi representing the last chance.
And possible last out of the season for Strom Thurmond.
Strom Thurmond. Kicks and fires. A foot outside for strike 1. The umpire has been very consistent tonight.
Consistently terrible.
Consistently terrible. I like that. Uh-oh, Bowers picking off his fingernail. We don't need a hero at this point, to be quite honest. I'd like to see him take himself out of the game. As he blows 87 right by him, and we have 1 strike to go. The crowd picking it up here at Shipyard Park, as this could possibly be the last strike of Strom Thurmond's season. Bowers kicks and fires, curveball.
That's same.
Outside, and it was outside. It was. Oh boy, we're having fun at the expense of these poor umpires. Bowers kicks and fires, and a bad breaking ball just misses the hitter. So hopefully Tyson and Bowers say, you know what, let's just go right after him. Let's go 88, see ya. There it is, 83 fouled off. We'll come back and do it again, and 2-2 pitch. as Levi Taylor is all that is standing in front of Andrew Bowers and these Oceanside Land Sharks from moving into the next round. And there it is, 87 to end it, and that will do it as these Land Sharks take the championship game of Region 8, let's call it, 6-1. Andrew Bowers, player of the game, I'll go ahead and say it, as he goes complete game, 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 0 earned runs, 13 punch outs, and the big magic number though is 0 walks for Andrew Bowers. When that happens, the Land Sharks win. We'll see you this Thursday with more Land Shark baseball. I'm Tori Tyson, joined by Dylan Seabuck and Jessica Warden. See you Thursday.